We are working for the last 5 years with the British Council and other stakeholders. How can we have legislation for social enterprise in Ethiopia? So in my opinion, it is a very win-win situation that we end up, so that rather than reinventing the wheel, how can we really work together so that this public procurement, not only for women, but for social enterprise, can entertain that. And you clearly understand when you say social problems, those are the problems that need to be solved by the government. So the government usually or may not do it as it needs to be done. So the social entrepreneurs will jump into the market. Then they immediately face that, of course, we are making an impact, but we are not generating enough money. If you don't generate enough money, that projects usually end up in bankruptcy because of sustainability. So how can we create awareness at the bigger picture from the social enterprise point of view? How can we involve women in this sector as well? Because as I said it earlier, there are 3 sectors that tend to be social enterprise, like SMEs, NGOs, and private sector purely. So these 3 sectors, as per the study, the baseline study around in the entire Ethiopia, there are 55,000 social enterprises. This creates a number of jobs. Social enterprise create 3 times more job than the mainstream social entrepreneurship. So how can we end up in a sort of the social enterprise Ethiopia with this project to a win-win, so that we can create a very lucrative awareness, so that the government may, in the previous days the government is trying to look us as if that we are competing with the government. We are not. In my personal journey, as an entrepreneur, you don't have to really give a lot of your brain for competition. Rather, we need to collaborate. So if you collaborate, we will create awareness. Then when the government get aware of what we are trying to do, then they understand that we are helping the government. I usually say that having a legislation is not a solution, unless and otherwise you really work on the agenda furthermore, even after getting that legislation. So this is very difficult. A number of, whenever I talk about public procurement, something that gets me frustrated is corruption. Like, everybody, there is money, everybody's on it. So that there is a number of people involved in this $350 billion per. So that it may be, something that you need to be very curious about. It is doable, 100%. And it is something that will really help the country, not only the woman. Whenever I talk about women, I'm talking about the country, I'm talking about the entire population. Without women, this is not something that you really talk about it and not implementing in your life. Like, without having 50% women, it will be very difficult for a country to be a country. So that, in my opinion, this is something doable, but it needs a strategy, action plan, when to do it, when to end up. So that as an ambassador of this journey, I want to have a specific time in which I am actively involved and having a target. We can't finish everything by only advocating. As the doctor said earlier, it is very important, everybody's waiting for you. Then they talk about it, nothing happens. So we need to have a very pragmatic strategy to accomplish. We don't finish everything, so that we will hand over for the next ambassadors probably. But with this agenda, we have done this and we need to do the next portion of it. Thank you very much.